mini story for the race. Let's get started. It was 5 o'clock, and Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was Alan riding his motorcycle?
It's 5 o'clock.
Well, at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Was Alan riding his car?
No, Alan was riding his motorcycle.
Of course, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Where was Alan riding his motorcycle?
In San Francisco.
In San Francisco. Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was he riding?
It's 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He was riding down Van Ness Street and came to a stoplight.
Oh.
Who was riding down Van Ness Street?
Alan was riding down Van
Ness Street. What was he riding on?
On his motorcycle.
On a motorcycle. He was riding on his motorcycle. Was he riding down Market Street?
No, he was riding down Van Street.
Not Market Street. He wasn't riding down Market Street. Was he riding down Lombard Street?
No, he was riding down Van Street.
He wasn't riding down Lombard Street. He was riding down Van Ness Street. When was he riding down Van Ness Street?
At 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he was riding down Van Ness Street. Who was riding down Van Ness Street
Alan was
5 o'clock?
Alan was riding down Van Street at 5 o'clock.
Alan was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock. Was he in a truck?
No, he was on his motorcycle.
In a truck. He was on his motorcycle. And he came to a stoplight. Did Alan come to a go light?
No, Alan came to a stoplight.
No. He didn't come to a go light. He came to a stoplight. We never say go light. We only say stoplight. Who came to a stoplight?
Alan came to a stoplight.
Alan, of course. Alan came to a stoplight. What was he on when he came to a stoplight? A motorcycle.
On his motorcycle.
He was on a motorcycle when he came to a stoplight.
The stoplight
Where
in Van Street.
Well, on Van Ness Street. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Was the stoplight on Embarcadero Street?
No.
Or was the stoplight on Van Ness Street?
The stoplight on Van Street.
Van Ness, of course, Van Ness. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Who was at the stoplight?
Alan was at stoplight.
Alan was at the stoplight. Which city was Alan in?
In San
In
Francisco.
San Francisco, of course. Alan was in San Francisco. Where is Van Ness?
In San Francisco.
Well, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Is Van Ness Street in New York? Or is Van Ness Street in San Francisco?
Van Ness Street in San Francisco.
Well, of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Where was Alan riding?
Alan riding on Van Ness Street.
He was riding on Van Ness Street in San Francisco. And he came to a stoplight. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him.
Oh.
Did the red Ferrari pull up behind him?
No, a red ferry pulls up to
not
Alan.
behind him. The red Ferrari pulled up next to him. What pulled up next to Alan?
A red ferry.
A red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Did Alan pull up next to a red Ferrari?
No, a red ferry pulls up next to Alan.
No. Alan didn't pull up next to a red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Where did the red Ferrari pull up next to Alan?
At a stoplight.
At a stoplight on Van Ness Street. At a stoplight on Van Ness Street, a red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Was Alan in a red Ferrari?
No, a red ferry pulls up next to
Alan
Alan.
wasn't in a red Ferrari. He was on a motorcycle.
No.
Alan was on a motorcycle.
Sorry.
What did the red Ferrari do?
A red ferry pulls up next to Alan.
It pulled up next to Alan. The red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. The driver was wearing dark sunglasses.
Oh.
So, Alan was wearing dark sunglasses.
No, the driver.
No, not Alan. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Who was wearing dark sunglasses?
The driver was wearing dark sunglasses.
The driver of the Ferrari. The driver of the Ferrari was wearing dark sunglasses, not Alan. The driver looked over at Alan.
Oh.
Did the driver look behind Alan?
No, the driver looks over at Alan.
No. He looked over at Alan. Who looked over at Alan?
The driver.
The driver of the Ferrari looked over at Alan. Did Alan look over at the driver?
No, the driver looks over at
Yes,
Alan.
he did. Alan also looked over at the driver. Who was the driver?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise was the driver. Alan looked over at the driver and realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Who was the driver of the Ferrari?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who was the motorcycle rider?
Alan.
Alan. Alan was the motorcycle rider. And Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who looked over at Alan?
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looked over at Alan.
Tom Cruise looked over at Alan. What was Tom Cruise wearing? Sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. Was Alan wearing dark sunglasses?
No. Tom Cruise.
No, he wasn't. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. And he looked over at Alan. Tom sneered at Alan. Oh no. Did Tom smile?
No. Tom stared at
he
Alan.
Didn't. Tom didn't smile. He sneered at Alan. Was Tom friendly and nice?
No. Tom Cruise.
No, he wasn't
at
friendly
Alan.
and nice. He sneered at Alan. Did Alan sneer at Tom Cruise?
No,
Or
Tom Cruise
did
stared at
Tom
Alan.
Cruise sneer at Alan? Well, Tom Cruise sneered at Alan.
Yes.
After he sneered, what did Tom Cruise say?
He says, when the light turns green, let's race.
He said, when the light turns green, let's race. After he sneered at Alan, Tom Cruise said, when the light turns green, let's race. Did Tom want to race? Yes, of course. He has a Ferrari. He wanted to race. Alan said, all right, you're on. Did Alan agree to race Tom?
Yes, he says.
Yes, he agreed.
You're on.
He said, you're on. Did Tom say, you're on?
No, Alan says.
No, Tom didn't say, you're on. Alan said, you're on. Alan agreed to race.
Yes.
Who said, you're on?
Alan says.
Alan. Alan said, you're on. What did Alan agree to do?
Race.
To race. Alan agreed to race Tom. He said, you're on. Tom said, I'm gonna smoke you, sucker.
Oh.
Did Tom say he would beat Alan?
Yes. He says,
yes,
I'm gonna beat you.
I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna beat you. Did Tom say he would win? Yes, he said he would win. He said, I'm gonna smoke you. Who was Tom gonna smoke?
Alan.
Alan. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Schwarzenegger?
No. Tom smoked Alan.
No, Tom wasn't gonna smoke Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Alan at football? Soccer?
No. Race.
No. He wasn't gonna smoke Alan at football or soccer. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. Was Tom nice and polite? No, he said sucka. He called Alan sucka. Is sucka a nice, polite word? No, it's not. It's not polite. It's not nice. He said, I'm gonna smoke you sucka. Alan said, you wish. I'm gonna beat you and your sorry-ass car.
Oh.
Did Tom have a very, very nice car?
No. Sorry-ass car.
No, he did not have a nice car. He had a sorry-ass Ferrari. A sorry-ass car. What kind of car did Tom have?
Tom has
He
sorry-ass
had a
car.
sorry-ass car. Low-quality car. Bad car. Cheap car. Is a Ferrari a nice car?
No.
No, it's a sorry-ass car.
Ferris
Ferraris are sorry-ass cars.
sorry-ass car.
Did Alan like Tom's car?
No.
No, he didn't. Alan thought it was a sorry-ass car. Who had a sorry-ass car?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise had a sorry-ass car. Did Alan have a sorry-ass motorcycle?
No. He
No,
has
Alan had a great motorcycle. But Tom had a sorry-ass car. Alan and Tom waited at the light. They revved their engines. Who revved their engines?
Alan and Tom.
Alan and Tom. Alan and Tom revved their engines. Did they rev their bicycles?
No.
No, not possible.
They rev
didn't
their
rev
engine.
their bicycles. Of course not. They revved their engines. What did they rev?
Their engines.
Their engines. They revved their engines. Tom and Alan revved their engines. Suddenly, the light turned green. Alan and Tom took off.
Oh.
Did Alan and Tom start slowly?
No. They
No,
take off.
they didn't start slowly.
They
They
took off.
took off. They started quickly. They started very fast. Alan and Tom took off. What did Alan take off on?
On his motorcycle.
Alan took off on his motorcycle. On his motorcycle. Alan took off on his motorcycle. What did Tom take off in?
Tom take off in his car.
Tom took off in his car. Tom took off in his Ferrari. Did they stop or did they take off quickly?
They take off quickly.
They took off quickly. Why did Alan and Tom take off quickly?
Because they were racing.
They took off quickly because they were racing. Right? Of course, they took off quickly because they were racing. They zoomed down Van Ness at top speed.
Oh.
Who zoomed down Van Ness at top speed?
Alan and Tom.
Tom and Alan. Tom and Alan zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. When did they zoom down Van Ness?
When the light turned green.
Well, after the light turned green. After the light turned green, they zoomed down Van Ness. Did they green?
No.
Or after the light turned green?
After the light turned green.
After, of course. They zoomed down Van Ness after the light turned green. Did they zoom down Lombard Street?
No, Van Street.
No, they didn't zoom down Lombard Street. Which street did they zoom down?
They zoomed down Van Street.
Van Ness. They zoomed down Van Ness Street. Tom was winning. But suddenly, blue and red lights appeared behind Tom.
Oh.
It was the police. They pulled him over. Who pulled over Tom Cruise?
The police.
The police. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Who did the police pull over?
Tom Cruise. The police pulled over Tom Cruise.
Pulled over Tom Cruise. Did the police pull over Alan?
No, Tom Cruise.
No. They didn't pull over Alan. They pulled over Tom Cruise. Why? Why did they pull over Tom Cruise?
Because he was going too fast.
Because he was going too fast. He was going too fast. They pulled over Tom Cruise because he was going too fast. Who was going too fast?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was going too fast. Alan zoomed past Tom. Did Tom zoom past Alan?
No, Alan zoomed past Tom.
No. Tom didn't zoom past Alan. Alan zoomed past Tom. Why did Alan zoom past Tom?
Because the police pulled over Tom Cruise.
The police pulled over Tom. The police pulled over Tom. So, Alan zoomed past Tom. Alan was laughing. Ha 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 ha! He yelled, "Better luck next time!" When did Alan yell, "Better luck next time"?
When Alan zoomed past Tom.
As he zoomed past Tom. When he zoomed past Tom. As he zoomed past Tom, Alan said, "Better luck next time." As he zoomed past Tom, he yelled, "Better luck next time." Who yelled, "Better luck next time"?
Alan.
As he zoomed past Tom Cruise.
Alan,
of course. Easy, right? Alan yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom. Alan was the winner. Okay, that is the end of the mini story for the race.
Thank you for listening.